live then on iFollow after a 4-0 defeat against Port Vale. Luton manager Nathan Jones, your thoughts on that performance and the way that the Hatters have lost that game?
Look, we were poor. We were second best from start to finish. We really were. I mean, we had a spell just after half time for about 5 or 6, 7, 8 minutes that we looked like the team that we are, and then apart from that we were second best all over. Look, the goals are horrific, you know, apart from the first goal, the goals are horrific in terms of defending, but look, we didn't deserve anything from today's game. I could come here and say the pitch was awful, we defended, there was 3 errors, otherwise we would have got something out of the game, but we wouldn't have. You know, that's what I listen to when we do that to teams. But they were better than us all over the park. They got second balls, they outworked us, they competed us. We didn't handle Pope all afternoon, and we got what we deserved.
After the 5-0 victory and the great second half performance against Swindon on Boxing Day, I mean, how do you explain the change in the way that performance so much different just a few days later?
Well, one, I freshened up the team because we needed to do that with 4 games in a week. Is a big ask, so that might have upset a little bit the equilibrium and stuff. But look, the pitch is awful here. It really is difficult to stand up and to get any kind of football going. We knew that, but we just didn't defend well. We didn't defend well. We didn't compete. They outfought us. They outbattled us. They worked harder than us. They were more dangerous than us. Pope was more of a threat than anyone else on the pitch, and they won the game and thoroughly deserved to win the game. I mean, I can't stand here and defend my team. We haven't lost in 3 months, so look, so hopefully it's a one-off, and as I said, we've got a game now quickly to react to that, but we were nowhere near today, absolutely nowhere near, and credit to Port Vale, they're in good form and they deserve to win today, comfortably.
I mean, you talked about the errors and the goals being horrific. It literally was a case of gift. The first goal and own goal, we're not quite sure exactly what's happened, but the cross from the left somehow has ended up in the back of the net, but then the 3 second half ones, all individual errors, weren't they?
Well, the first one, you know, to be fair, they had a couple of chances first half. We were lucky to be only 1-0 down half time, but the ball went into Pope, we flicked the ball on. We didn't win the first header, as we didn't all afternoon. We didn't go Whitfield, as we didn't all afternoon. And they that was coming. That goal was coming. Then second half, look, I can't explain the errors. I mean, we gifted them goals in terms of slipping, in terms of not defending properly or passing them directly to them. So when you do that, you don't stand to win. But look, we could have stopped those 3 goals going in, but we didn't deserve anything from the game.
It's one of those where it was a bad day at the office is the phrase, isn't it? But it was across the pitch, unfortunately, wasn't it?
Oh, look, I can't really. People ran around a little bit and think, but we were way off it. You know, we were way off it, and maybe that's my fault. You know, in terms of changing things up. But we've got a strong squad. We need to play. Everyone needs to play. Everyone needs to be involved, because we've got 4 games in 8 or 9 days, and that's why we got the strong squad for. So if I don't use them, what's the point of having them? But look, today was just a day that we got beaten. We got beaten fair and square, and I can't sit there and I said others have said, or I'm disgusted, or look, I'm not disgusted. This is a one-off. You know, we've had a bad day today, but we'll be ready and we'll go again on Monday, because that's the important thing now.
I mean, let's put it into perspective. It is just 1 defeat in several months, isn't it? It's been a great 13-match unbeaten away run as well, and it's only the second away defeat of the season, I think, in the league. So, you know, let's put things into perspective. It is a bad day, but you've got the opportunity to bounce back on Monday, and that's key now, isn't it?
Of course, and we have to do that, and we have to show what a good side we are, because you don't get to where we are without being a good side, and that's the thing. It's just really disappointing, you know, to come in the form we are. We want to finish the year off well. We're in wonderful form. We've had a great month and so on. And look, we met a Port Vale side who were in good form. The pitch was a real problem. It really was, but that wasn't why we lost it. I mean, that's why we weren't as fluent as we were, because the pitch wasn't conducive enough to do that. So we picked a side that was going to get into front men and so on. But we're nowhere near. We were nowhere near all afternoon.
And when you look at the results elsewhere, is it a relief that you've had a bit of a let-off that Notts County have lost, or does that add to the frustration that you could have increased the gap over them?
Look, all we can do is do our own thing. We're not concerned with Notts County. We're not concerned. You know, what we're concerned with is us. And if we win games, then we get what we want to do. But look, it's not. This is a difficult place to come to. And as I said, it wasn't a classic in any time away from our point of view. But they thoroughly deserve. Let's give them credit, because I said we've won 8-2 and 7-0 and 7-1 and 5-0 and no one's come out and said, well, they're a good side, Luton are a good side. It's always been, well, we haven't done this, we haven't done that. Yeah, we gifted them 3 goals. But they were better than us today, all over.
And I mean, it's gone from one extreme to the other in the performances. We now need to go back again on Monday. And how confident are you that your players will impress and will do the business on New Year's Day?
Well, look, the last game we lost 3-0 at home to Coventry, having a man sent off, and then we didn't lose in 3 months. So if we have that kind of reaction, then I'll be well happy. As I said, look, it's a difficult place to come to. This is, they're in real good form. You know, Neil's got them playing really well. They're working hard. They're grafting. And you know, the pitch isn't conducive for the way we like to play, but we've just got to react now.
And potential of looking at your team selection again for Monday on the basis of today's performance?
Now, look, I know what I'm going to do Monday. I always have known what I'm going to do Monday. That doesn't change. Today we needed to be able to. We felt if we wanted to take 12 points over Christmas, we really needed to play it. We really needed to be at it, and with the freshness of all using all the squad. We made changes today. Don't feel we weakened the side because I said we brought Elliot Lee and Harry Connick are in fine form. Pelly Ruddock and Lawson, who haven't played much lately, but provide energy in what they do. But it just wasn't to be today. But we were nowhere near today.
Thanks for your time, Nathan. Cheers.
Do you feel the players who've come in today have maybe missed their opportunity to really impress as well?
No, not at all. You know, it's just one of those games. They haven't impressed, obviously, but I don't think anyone did. I don't think anyone played well today. I really do not think anyone played well today. Once it came on, James Collins ran around. Luke Berry was productive when he came on. I thought Andrew Shinney didn't give the ball away, but realistically, we were nowhere near today. But this happens, and in this league it can happen. These are a difficult side to play against. You've got bags of experience. They're a good size. As I said, it's a bog of a pitch, and it's a real trudger. But we just didn't do the basics, and that's why we didn't get anything from it, and we didn't deserve anything.
And Ollie Lee, was he out of an injury, or was he just
No, look, he's played a lot of games. We earmarked some, and to my detriment, because I never do it. I did it last year, and it cost us, and I've done it once this season, and I doubt I'll do it again. You know, but because there's no other period where you have 4-5 games in the space of 8 days, so that's why I did it, and look, that's happens.